Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
And we're back, all flash.
No substance.
So today's top 5 are the top 5 Halloween Michael Myers kills.
I know, that's awesome, right?
We're currently in October, our horror month.
When this video gets posted.
Pretty much. Michael Myers kills in November. And, celebrating the 2018 version of Halloween that's out in theaters.
Yeah, definitely. Really excited about it. It's an anticipated film. It's horror month, so we got to do something horror related.
Absolutely. Now, last year we actually did the best kills of Friday the 13th.
Yes.
So with Aspen, that was me with Aspen. So this time we're gonna hit Michael Myers. Terrence, go first.
Where Aspen did all the sex scene kills.
That was all sex scenes.
You absolutely did, Aspen. For my top 5 for Halloween kills,
we start with the sex scene kill.
All the sex scene. No, I didn't do all the sex scene kills. I thought about doing it, but that's not what I'm gonna do. So, which was funny because I had to think about. I didn't realize how memorable the kills of Michael Myers were throughout the Halloween films. I remember more of the Jason ones than I actually remember Michael Myers kills.
Why?
But because his just seemed more brutal. But
very true.
Going through the actual kills of Michael Myers, I got to see how brutal some of his kills were. So that's gonna bring me to my number 5. Number 5. Karen's death in Halloween 2. The jacuzzi death.
The jacuzzi death. The sauna.
Yeah. When he keeps dunking her in the hot water, like she keeps coming up and trying to get air to keep dunking her down, and her skin just basically gets peeled off. It's really gross, and I was like, that is a good kill.
And he didn't burn his hand, nothing.
And that is because it's supernatural, sir. He's
great boobs too.
There you go. It's not an Aspen sex scene, but it's close enough.
Number 4.
Number 4, I actually went with when the doctor got killed in Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. Worst Halloween film ever. Where he was running through the hallway and he gets to the gate and he can't get to the gate. He shoves his face through. And you were like, okay, cool, they cut away. But when they cut away, they show the pieces of his face falling through the bars. And I was like, oh, it's so horrible. But it was a great kill.
That was a good kill.
Number 3 is actually going to be John's death, and also in Halloween 6, which I keep saying that this was the
worst movie with the best kills.
When he gets knifed in the stomach and then gets picked up to like the electric box and gets electrocuted to death, but it doesn't end there. Wait, there's more. His head explodes.
Scanner style.
It's like, that was amazing. Still the worst movie.
Number 2.
All right, so number 2 I kind of went back and forth on because I didn't know how high I wanted to put this one, but it's iconic and I had to put it at the top of the list, and that's in the first Halloween.
The Bob kill.
And he sticks him to the wall and he stands there and he looks puzzled at it like, hey, you're still standing there. That's what made that kill, because overall, based on all the kills, that's not that much. It wasn't gory, it wasn't brutal. It was like he basically just chokes him, sticks him there,
and just looks at him.
The creepiness is the look, where he just looks at him and just, and then you're just like, God, goosebumps.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pay respect to that one because that was an iconic kill.
Okay.
All right, so that brings me to number
1. I'm curious.
Oh man, are you curious about this one? It is the worst Halloween kill ever, and it still gives me nightmares to this day, especially on Halloween when that little kid died in that mask and all the bugs came out of the mask.
Halloween 3?
Because you don't hate Halloween 3.
You don't hate Halloween 3.
When that kid died, when the commercial came on and triggered the mask and his head collapsed and all the bugs and worms, it's like, dude, that is horrible. And a little kid watching, my mom's messed up, a little kid watching that film on freaking Halloween is bad parenting. Sorry, Mom. It's bad parenting, and Halloween, that is the worst kill that you've ever done, ever.
Yes, it was. And actually, Michael Myers does make an appearance in that in the TV. My number 5 actually is the Bob kill.
Really?
Yeah, because, it's not... Matter of fact, Halloween period is just not a gory movie.
No, it's not.
It's not a gory movie, so it's more like the suspense, the stalking, that kind of thing. But the Bob kill is iconic because of that. And there's a scene, now I've been looking for this, but I don't know if it even exists, if I'm just thinking about it as far as my imagination. But the Annie kill, when he has her behind,
Oh, in the car?
I could have sworn that he shoves the knife through the back of the seat.
Well, I thought he slit her throat.
He did.
Okay.
He slits her throat. But I really thought that he shoved the knife in the back seat.
The way he was holding her from the back, it's kind of weird to see exactly what. Maybe that's something they just cut out in editing.
That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, Bob kill number 5. Number 4. The motorist in part 6, where he just rips his freaking head off, and Jamie is trying to freaking like no, roll the window down and tell him no, and he just rips his freaking head off.
You understand sign language? He's gonna kill you.
Number 3. For originality, and because Kathleen Kinmont looked great in the freaking flannel shirt, but Kelly stabbed with a shotgun in Halloween 4: Return of Michael Myers.
Really?
Yeah, that was cool, man. He just shoves her and just freaking goes through the wood of the door and just leaves her there.
Yeah, man.
Did I mention she looked great in the flannel?
He does.
Number 2. Jimmy, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Halloween H2O, when he shoves a skate in his face. He has an ice skate right in his face.
But see, I thought that was.
No Robin for him.
Oh. See, I wasn't a big fan of all the kills in H2O.
But that kill was great. The skate to the face. I mean, come on.
It's brutal.
It's brutal, exactly.
It wasn't no pushing no face through the bars.
No, it was not. Number 1. Now, you want to talk brutal. And you know what's funny is that Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, is the worst Halloween. It was so bad, they had to release the producer's cut because it was actually a little bit better than the theatrical cut. But the Jamie Lloyd, when he finally kills his niece, and he puts her on the freaking corn thresher.
Oh, the corn thresher one.
Shoves her.
Best kills in the worst movie ever.
Yeah. Shoves her all the way down, and then to make matters worse, he turns it on. And just freaking.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it's only liked because it had redeeming factors. It had great kills. That was one of them that was actually on my honorable mentions. But it's a bad movie. I left the theater at that movie.
I didn't like the mask. I hated Michael Myers' mask in that movie. I thought it was just. Bleh.
They were trying to give him more meaning, and I was like, he didn't need more meaning.
Yeah, but I think it was the when they were trying to do the continuity thing from the Man in Black and the freaking triangle thing and all that crap, the tattoo on his. It was just stupid.
Out of the theater, I lived in Detroit still. I walked out of the theater when that movie came on, and when I got like 20 minutes in the movie, I was like, "This is garbage. This is absolute garbage." I walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
I only got to see these kills because I rewatched the movie later on, thinking that maybe I just judged it harshly, and I was right. It was garbage.
All right. Well, you know what's not garbage? Your honorable mentions.
So we talked about the Thresher one. What else did I write down as an honorable mention? When Mike died in Revenge of Michael Myers.
With the friggin' the garden thing?
And then he leaves him sitting there twitching on the ground. I was like, oh, that's horrible. That was the Thresher. That was my honorable mention.
My honorable mention was also Mike with the garden claw thing to the head. John Strode with the electrocution / scanners exploding head. The nurse also in the sauna. And
even in the remake when he's murdering the doctors.
Yeah, that one too.
That was so brutal. But they cut away a lot of his, like, it could have been, but it probably wouldn't have made it.
It wouldn't have made it. Yeah, unless they did. But I think some of it's in the
so
unrated
brutal,
cut.
It's so brutal. I'm like,
And my last one, which was actually a freaking interesting one, was the EMT with the thumb in the head from Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. That was worst mask in the whole series.
If you guys have better kills, make sure you put them in the comments below. Kills that don't happen in Curse of Michael Myers.
So it's so funny how you see, we talk about Halloween being more suspense and not really like brutal gory. Mm-hmm. But then he turns into that as the freaking movies go on and on.
Because that's what people wanted to see. They wanted to, it's like, oh, how can we keep one-upping the kills?
Friday the 13th?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or no, just in Halloween in general. Or when Friday the 13th really started to pick up speed, they were like, we need to do gory kill scenes like this to kind of keep pace with what the audience wants at that time. So there's a lot of franchises that have gone on for quite some time. Maybe the next one we do is best Freddy kills, because we haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, maybe. I already got it in my top of my head. Hey, real quick though, I got into it with one of the writers for the Spurs on Twitter, and you guys could see it. I think it's Jeff at Spurs Zone, something like that. Anyway, so the thing was, Jason versus Michael, who wins?
Jason versus Michael, who wins? Well, it depends on what we're talking about, because they still kind of relate Michael as a real person, and Jason's become like this.
That is why Jason wins.
Yeah.
I think Michael gets a couple of good hits, gets to round 2 maybe, but then after that, he's like the black kid on the roof in part 8, and just freaking head just. I think Jason wins, hands down. Jason wins.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, Michael's been still considered a real person. Jason is supernatural, so he has to win.
Yeah.
I mean, he fought Freddy, for Christ's sake. Did Michael Myers do that? No.
Exactly. So, Terrence, take us home.
You keep doing it.
I get Freddy.
I keep doing it.
Freddie died. That's all right.
All right, so like I said, make sure you guys put your list of kills in the comments below, because there's when I was looking it up online and I was going through like compilations of all the kills, is roughly about 119 kills he has over the franchise.
To 158 to Jason.
Wow.
Jason has 150. He's got the most kills in any horror franchise.
Yeah, so I mean, fact check me. Hashtag research. Fact check me on that, but there's a lot to choose from, and obviously these are just our favorites. You tell us what you guys' favorites are. Chris. Make sure you guys always subscribe as well, and click that notification bell while you're there, so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. Maybe one day you might get to see that bright unicorn that is Aspen appear on the show every blue moon.
Make sure you guys go and check out the new Halloween. It's going to be freaking awesome. For Art, wherever the hell he's at, and Aspen and G on the couch doing nothing, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Act like you love each other.
We do.
Smile.
Dude, love here. That's business.
Bro love.
Touching tips right now. All right.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Your turn a little bit.
For the
All
tips.
right, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, we gotta make sure they touch.
We got to make sure tips touch. Let's go.